What is poppin' chain gang? It's your boy Carrionite, and we're just doing our thing, soul carrying it up. We're about to talk to Serana and use these little tools we found. See if we can find some way in. Serana, I got your shit.
The soul cairn is a tiny sliver of oblivion.
Of course it is.
Realm of the Daedra.
Yep, I know.
It's ruled by unseen beings known as the Ideal Masters.
Sure.
Honestly, I don't know. Necromancers are always interested in souls, though, so that probably has some kind of interest.
Fair.
Nobody really knows.
Celestials.
As far as I've heard, no one's seen them and returned to Tamriel to tell about it.
Yeah.
I've read stories about fools that manage to communicate with them.
Mm-hmm.
You give the Ideal Masters souls, they give you powers to summon the undead. It's all very businesslike.
Okay.
Because most of the stories end with the Ideal Masters duping the necromancers, who end up dead or wishing they were dead.
As always, yeah.
They should be hard to find. Shelves, tables, it should be easy to find. You wouldn't have hidden them.
Well, I found them. Purify. Oh, never mind.
Ingredients in that vessel.
But the vessel with the pestle has to prove that it's true. I need to find.
Get the ingredients in that vessel and
yeah.
let me know when you're ready.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready. Oh no, am I still missing
all of the
purified
ingredients into the vessel?
Yeah.
Get the ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready. Then the rest is up to me.
Alright.
Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood.
Scream? Yeah.
Of course. What is it?
Yeah.
I've been asking myself the same thing since we came back to the castle. She was so sure of what we did to my father. I couldn't help but go along with her. I never thought of the cost.
It does sound like she'd do everything for your sake.
I guess even a vampire mother is still a mother.
Certainly.
She worried about me, about all of us. But she wanted to get me as far away from my father as possible before he really went over the edge.
Of course. Then we won't know until we find her.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I just didn't expect anyone to care how I felt about her. Thank you. Are we ready then?
Yes.
All right. Here goes.
Be careful, Serana. Oh, shit!
Ancestors. Created a portal of the soul. Incredible. Incredible. Simply incredible.
Ladies first. No time for pleasantries. Got it. Here goes nothing. Whoa. Whoa. Beyond death. Hey. That's fucking trippy, bud. Serana. What do you think?
I can't imagine choosing to come here. My mother must have been terrified.
Yeah.
No, but there's no way she would have left it in Tamriel.
Yeah, I wouldn't
She wanted
either.
to get it as far away from my father as possible. I can't imagine a better place.
And if she doesn't?
Then we find out where she hid it. If she's still alive. Well, as alive as she was before. Or is now. Or... you know what I mean.
I do, yeah.
Probably to avoid whatever my father would do to her if he could get his hands on her. Or maybe her plan was to come back, but she was stuck here. We won't know until we find her.
Alright. Let's go. Soul Husk. This place is simply fascinating.
I thought death was a release, not an eternity of torment.
Is there no end to this nightmare? Death is but a door. Time is but... Oh, I'll be back.
Who's there?
What do you hear, Serana?
That'll teach you.
Bone Man. I'm on your bridge, Bone Man. You're gonna have to kill me. What a shame.
You must help me find my Arvak. He doesn't deserve to be in a place like this.
Excuse me?
Arvak, my horse. We came to this horrible place together. We were attacked by monsters, so I told him to run.
Alright.
Please, he's such a loyal creature, and he's been running for so long. You have to save him. A place like this will change you.
Alright. Sure.
Arvak? Arvak! Where are you? Arvak, please come back! Come back!
Okay.
Nope.
That was uncomfortable. I hated that. That made that I hated all of that. That was painfully uncomfortable. Poor bastard lost his horse. What are we to do but grovel? Of course there's soul gems out here. We're the fucking soul Karen. Yo, if I kill a soul and the
Who's
soul...
there?
Bone Man.
Heard something?
I'm jumping on your bridge, Bone Man. What you gonna do? You're gonna have to kill me.
Done and done.
I feel that.
Where'd you come
If I steal the soul of someone in the soul Cairn, where do they
Where'd
go?
you come from? That'll teach you.
Oh God. Fuck is this? We gotta move. Whatever that is hurts my being. Maybe I can shoot it. Didn't do shit, alright.
Shh. They're watching us. Always watching.
Christ. This place is so uncomfortable. If I pull up my map, what kind of... I'm without space-time. Oh, shit.
Well, look what we have here. Someone with flesh on their bones.
What the fuck is with
Just
you?
say I sold something to a guy who turned out to work for a whole coven of necromancers.
Yeah.
How in the name of Zenithar was I to know the ingredients were phony? Do I look like someone that would double-cross a necromancer?
Certainly not.
You got it. Horse, wagon, and all. Plopped here without so much as a word. I used to be one of the best traders in High Rock, you know. Oh, people would track me down just to see what I had for sale. Very funny. And what exactly are you going to pay me with? Take a look around. Gold doesn't exactly win you any friends around here.
Yeah, there's gotta be something you want, bud.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, so I'll play along.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Serana!
The only thing I see around here in abundance are soul husks.
Yeah,
You know, those ugly fungus-looking things growing out of the ground.
definitely.
Bring me, say, 25 of them,
Sure.
and you can rummage through what was left on my cart.
Mm-hmm.
Odds and I've gathered over the years. Well, used to gather, before all of this nonsense happened to me. Tell me what you're looking for, and maybe we can make a deal. If you have the husks.
Fine.
No husks, no sale. Guess you have some scavenging.
This is all wrong.
I can always just kill you and... Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna test it. Let's see what happens when you steal the soul. Oh wait, that's... Damn. Serana, I hate this. It's so cold. This room is so cold. Sorry, this cairn is so... It's soul cold. It is soul cold. Soul cold Steve Austin, boys. Your free soul. Take that, Bone Man. What you gonna do? I'm standing on your bridge. Alright. Come on, Serana. No time to break daylight. Daylight shavings time.
Mother? Mother!
Can't be. Serana?
Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
Who's this outsider?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got wrong. We're here to complete the our way, not his.
Wait a minute. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
Actually, I'm the boyfriend.
You don't...
You.
Oh,
Come
fuck.
forward. I would speak with you. So how is
Serana,
it
no.
come to pass
No.
that a vampire of mixed blood is in the company of my daughter?
Well, like I said, I'm the boyfriend. You see, when a man loves a woman,
Safe? You call
when
bringing
a
her here safe?
man loves a
Has she explained
woman.
nothing to you? Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you. You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end.
Serana says
The
that
key
too.
to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself.
Nigga, what?
When I fled Castle Volkahar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found
So you have
with
them
Serana
both.
speaks of Ariel and his arcane weapon, Ariel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon. Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molik Bal.
Of course.
Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molik Bal on his summoning day.
Kinky, yeah.
You survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire.
Yeah.
We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor.
Oh, okay. So,
It was expected of her, just as it was expected of me.
yeah.
Being selected as an offering to Molik Bal is an honor. She wouldn't have dared turn her back on that.
Sure.
It's what some call the domain of Molik Bal. His place in oblivion. Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible.
He's gonna what now?
Harkon obtained Ariel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon. The tyranny of the sun would be complete.
Right, I'm with you.
In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires.
Oh, yeah, that's not happening,
And how
Chief.
exactly do you plan on completing the prophecy without the death of my daughter?
Well, I'm gonna keep her alive because that's Bae. I'm gonna kill
If you believe
Harkon.
that, then you're a bigger fool than I originally suspected.
Good.
Don't you think I weighed that option before I enacted my plans?
Don't care. I'm gonna kill Harkon. We're gonna do it.
You care nothing for Serana, or our plight.
Serana
You
is
see the
Bae.
taming of the sun as your chance at deification. And like Harkon, you won't hesitate to destroy anything that stands in your path.
Okay, bitch. I don't know who you think you are, but first off, I'm cheating on my wife with her, and she's better than my. The only reason I'm not gonna marry her is because she can't cross the threshold of a church. Okay, she physically lacks the ability to cross that threshold. Secondly, she believes in me, so why won't you?
Serana, this stranger may call himself a vampire.
Crusty old bitch.
But he knows nothing of our struggle. Why should I entrust you to him?
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known him than you've done in centuries.
You are damn right.
Dare you?
Huh.
I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths.
Yeah.
Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two.
Yeah.
I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see.
I know you
allowed
didn't
my
know,
hatred
see.
of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me.
Well,
For Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can.
thank you, Valerica. Now, do you have the Elder Scroll?
Yes. I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned.
I don't think you know what
Fortunately, you're in a
imprisonment
position to reach
is.
the barrier that surrounds these ruins.
I'm not following.
You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled here.
Alright? Poor
Destroy
unfortunate
the
souls?
keepers that are tending them, and it should bring the barrier down.
Fine.
One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnevere roaming
course.
Cairn. Be wary of him. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat.
Well, the good thing is, I'm what you'd call the Dragonborn.
As you've been traveling in the Soul Cairn, your body has become attuned to it. Let's just say a tiny part of you rubbed off on it, and in its place, a bit of the Soul Cairn filled the void. You should find no difficulty using the portal any longer.
Alright?
When I entered the Soul Cairn, I had intended to strike a bargain with the Ideal Masters, the custodians of this place.
Like janitors?
I requested refuge in the Soul Cairn, and in exchange, I would provide the Ideal Masters the souls that they craved. If I had foreseen the value they placed on my own soul, I would never have come here.
Fair.
The Ideal Masters unleashed their keepers and sent them to destroy me. Fortunately, I was able to hold them at bay and retreat into these ruins. Unfortunately, yes.
Alright?
Since the keepers weren't able to claim my soul, they had their minions construct a barrier that I'd never be able to breach.
Alright?
Time has very little meaning to me. Consequently, it has little meaning to the Ideal Masters as well.
Okay.
I suppose you could call this the ultimate waiting game. Each watching the other to see which will give in.
Well,
Be careful. And keep my daughter
It's
safe.
still those keeper thing. Just what my mother told. When something is trapped in a soul gem, and then the energy is used for powering an enchantment, the remnants are sent here. Well, I think it's specifically the black ones. I don't know if the soul cairn takes just any leftovers. Look at this place. Do you think anything would want to live here? The only things that can survive here are the ideal masters, the undead, and the souls themselves. Well, if you want to call that living.
okay. Do you think we'll meet them?
I don't think anyone's ever met the ideal masters. I'm not even sure anyone knows what they look like.
Fair.
They could be underground, flying above us. They might be the ground. I have no idea. Lots of theories. Some say they feed on them like I feed on blood. Others think they use them as payment to an even higher power. Almost like a currency. A very strange currency.
Alright.
Whatever they're doing with them, they've been harvesting for millennia. No telling how many souls are trapped here. Look around you. There are some extremely powerful undead here. Even a necromancer as seasoned as my mother would be willing to spend years trying to gain access to them.
Alright.
Exactly. It's a lost art. Most necromancers just raise up whatever bodies are nearby. A simple trick, really. Child's play. But bringing something from the soul cairn gives you something much more powerful.
Huh.
Ah, that's usually the trick. It's possible to do it through a simple portal. But to finalize the deal, you have to travel here yourself. And most of them never come back.
Alright. Well, it looks like we're going to have to talk to Serana about this shit a little bit later. It's been a pretty successful video. We're going to save right here. I've been Carrie Knight. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and we will see you next Monday.